Staples Center, home of the #1 women's gymnastics team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners. This is their scores from that first rotation. Just a hair off of their season high on that event, led by that big 9.975. We might have thought it was a 10, but they gave her a 9.975 for Kat Lavasser. Meanwhile, Michigan, they did put up a season high score on the uneven bars, a 49.5, led by that big Sierra Brooks routine, that big full distance double A out dismount. Put them in a great spot, only a quarter of a tenth. That means 0.025 behind the #1 team in the country. Allie, I gotta say, that is a good spot to be as we jump over here to vault. The Wolverines starting off with David Jordan.
Yurchenko full, if you see her foot right there, it's on that line, and she went out of bounds, so she will get a deduction for that.
So we'll see Oklahoma going to another event, they're #1 in the country, the uneven bars. We've got to see how the Michigan Wolverines can hang in there on an event. They're ranked number 14 in the country, the vault. So interesting scenario here, Michigan keeping it close after one, but this second rotation will be a big test. Now, Danny Sievers, the leadoff gymnast for the Sooners, junior out of Gary, South Dakota.
Impressive first handstand. Going up first on bars is not easy. It's really important for her to set this team off on the right note. Beautiful handstands. Full in, wow. I don't think she could have done a better routine than that. I was watching them in warm-up, and I was so impressed. They just hit handstand after handstand like they're just against the wall.
What a start routine for a rotation.
Connected into a pack salto. Routine was really clean, full in, stuck dismount.
Quickly over to vault.
Wow. Huge Yurchenko full. They actually downgraded that. She used to do Yurchenko 1.5. And Coach Bev Plocky is waiting for her to stick that landing. That was huge.
Ava Jordan right before her, a 9.725. Seems like an okay score, not tonight. If Michigan wants to hang with Oklahoma, that 9.725 is a score they will want to drop. Really do not want to go below that 9.8 mark anywhere, and really want to keep it close to that 9.9. As we see Kat Lavasser, she had that outstanding 9.975 on vault. She follows Danny Sievers, a 9.95. They magically found a half 10, Allie.
Watch the form. Tkachev, watch her toe point, the extension of her knees. When you're watching her, same as vault, it's hard to find a deduction. Beautiful. A little bit off on that handstand if I'm being super nitpicky. Right into a double tuck, stuck that landing.
This is what the Sooners do to you. You know, they let you keep it close for one, but two routines in, these could be the last two. These could be the anchor routines on most teams in the country.
Absolutely. It's kind of hard to believe that they're competing under pressure right now because they look like they're just having fun in practice.
Tremendous start for the Sooners. Jenna Mulligan a 9.775, so two scores in the 9.7s now for Michigan. They will have to count one of them. Now Raina Gugino, the junior, she has gotten a 10. Actually, she's gotten a 10 in a leadoff spot on this event.
Yurchenko 1.5. Really beautiful vault. A big hop forward.
So nicely done there. Bev Plocky, 35th season at the helm of the Michigan Wolverines, and really one of the most respected coaches in the entire country. Won that championship in 2021. That was her first, but really the Wolverines dominant in the Big Ten Conference. For a long time, it was fight for second at the Big Ten Championship because you knew Michigan was going to win it. She has done an outstanding job. Now quickly over to the uneven bars. Faith Torres follows Kat Lavasser's a 9.975.
The height on that release move was so impressive. Faith says that when she's competing on any event, she likes listening to her teammates because it helps her calm down and it reminds her that her teammates have her back no matter what. Double layout. Wow. Just a little bit of a form break in that double layout, a little bit of leg separation, but that was really it.
And slid those heels back. The angle we're at, though, Allie, I'm not sure the judges can see that from the side.
Yeah, this height is so impressive. I mean, that's incredible. She has so much time to catch the bar horizontally. And then just right here was really the only deduction that I saw. A little bit of leg separation. But as you mentioned, we're seeing it at a different angle, so the judges may not have seen that.
Gabby Wilson now follows Reina Gagino's 9.875. Scores building.
Wow. The block that she gets off of the table, her elbows are completely extended, which is why she's able to get so much height. I think what separates Gabby on vault is she has so much time to open up, and you can really see her hips open before the landing.
Tremendous height on that Gabby Wilson vault. KJ Kindler in her 18th year as the head coach of the Oklahoma Sooners. She came over from Iowa State, where she led that team to record results and has just kept it rolling here at Oklahoma, going for her 7th national championship. Faith Torres a 9.9. Now here's one of the leaders of this team, veteran Reagan Smith.
Huge Ray, pack salto. Beautiful handstand. I think Reagan has done such a good job of making sure she hits every handstand. Oh, they're not going to give it to her.
No, can't give her the stick. Just didn't hold that, which is a new rule in women's gymnastics. You have to hold and show that landing position. And it looked a little quick there, Allie.
Another huge Ray right here, connected directly into a pack salto, so she'll get bonus points for that. Double layout. See, even before we didn't know she stuck it, I still wouldn't have, just a little bit of feet movement, the slightest bit.
KJ knows it. She knows it. She's watching. All right, now Sierra Brooks follows Gabby Wilson's 9.825.
Can't go 1.5. Wow.
Oh, they needed that.
She twisted that last half turn so quickly. It was so beautiful to watch.
And they needed a big vault from Sierra Brooks. 2 scores in the 9.8s, 2 in the 9.7s, while Oklahoma's putting up 9.9s.
It looked actually a little bit crooked. Her hand looked a little bit off, but if you look, see her foot is on that line, and I think she goes out a little bit.
So nicely done from Sierra Brooks. Reagan Smith a 9.9. Now the gymnast we've been talking about, Audrey Davis, one of the best ever to work this event in collegiate gymnastics. Never has gotten a 10, though. Could tonight be the night?
That first handstand was pretty perfect to me. She held it. The Jaeger release move, that skill requires so much flexibility. It is hard to find a deduction when you watch her. I mean, just stunning. Another beautiful handstand. She's going to do a double front with a half twist. Wow. I think they should give her a 10.
She makes it hard on the judges every single week. And the part that we talked about is that landing on the dismount, if she finishes it all the way around. But again, I'm telling you, I've seen lesser routines get a 10.
That handstand is textbook. She even held it for a beat at the top of the bar. Double front with a half twist. Sometimes the judges, as you mentioned, complain she doesn't make it all the way around. I think she does. I think it's time for her to get a 10.
You heard it from the Olympic champ. Now Paige Saxon anchoring this vault lineup.
Yurchenko full. Paige is actually capable of doing a Yurchenko double full, but they're having her do a full twist here.
Sierra Brooks a 9.875 right before her, and they kind of play in a little strategy there with Paige Saxon at the end of that lineup. Not their biggest vault they're doing. Obviously, she doesn't do the 1.5, but hoping maybe with her in that anchor spot to squeeze another half 10 out of that Yurchenko full. We'll see if that strategy pays off. So Michigan Wolverines, they hit vault, but just didn't quite get the big scores to keep pace with the Oklahoma Sooners. Audrey Davis, well, one judge gave her a 10. Guess what the other one gave her? A 9.95. So it's a 9.975 for Audrey Davis. Here's Jordan Bowers in the anchor spot.
Beautiful blind change into a Pike Jaeger. This Oklahoma bar lineup is so impressive. It's genuinely so hard for me to find a deduction when I watch them.
Jordan Bowers, the #1 gymnast in the country currently on this event. Got the 10 here.
And that's why, because she does beautiful handstands like that. Bowling.
I watched her warm that up, and it looked like she couldn't take a step if she tried, and you saw that little foot movement there.
Pike Yeager, legs and feet glued together the entire time. She's been so consistent on this dismount. Just a small little step.
That's a fake smile she has right there, Allie. She's mad. She's mad that foot moved, but man, what a rotation. What a clinic that the Sooners have put on. But Michigan Wolverines hanging in there, and Taylor Davis is with the head coach.
Thank you, John. Coach, a season high on bars to start this one out. What kind of composure have you seen from your team so far?
Well, I was really thrilled to see us come out of the gate and do as well as we did on bars. Few big steps on ball, but we got to just recompose. The last two events should be and hopefully will be our best two events.
We look forward to it. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
So 2 rotations done. The Michigan Wolverines are going to make their way to the floor exerciser with 2 of their leaders. We're going to talk about those leaders, Gabby Wilson and Sierra Brooks, when we come back.
He is a year 1/6 of a second.